All right, bonus match. Who do I need to move? We've got.
They should move by themselves. It's alright.
Oh, there they go.
Out of the blue, question tag. Who do you reckon's going to win? Just looking at the teams.
I think okay. Before we did the reshuffle, Jara's team, Jara, Nitro, Blake, they were definitely going to win.
Let's
But
look at the shuffle team now.
I'd say I actually think actually think Claymore can still beat Micro.
Well, I reckon there's a lot of conditions with Claymore's team, and one
There
of
is,
them is
yes.
the haka. Honestly, Benner didn't play quite well. It's gonna depend on Beefy and Blake. If we can get a Stitches on the Delirious, they might be able to do some magic over there. The question is if they're gonna ban the Lunar on the Micro.
I reckon if they ban Lunara and they pick Jaina, Claymore's team might have it. Oh, yeah, okay, of course, ban Li Ming.
Well, I honestly don't understand a lot of you people with Jaina at the moment. Jaina is not strong.
I don't think she is strong, but she is one of Delirious, Claymore's, and Pointy's strong characters.
I think as much as you gave MVP to Claymore, if you looked at the lineup in the previous game, the Jaina was dead first. No matter what we did, it was always run at that Jaina and kill it. Anyway, we look at this game. Savannah's on a micro, so they might be trying to put her off on the lane by herself.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work for him though, and I think Blake on Stitches is very good.
Look, double tank has worked for the last 3 games, so probably what they're coming out with. I don't know why they picked those two, because you usually want to pick up a tank and a bruiser together, and they picked up 2 just massive bulkers, so it'll be interesting what they do. They were smart to pick up the Tychus, good move, and they picked up a decent nothing room, so they're on the road, relatively even at the moment. If I was them to ban, I wouldn't ban a Chromie, because you've already got a tanky team, so Chromie won't do as much.
Yeah, and if he does pick a Chromie, they could just grab a Zeratul or something.
Yeah, so if you have to ban the Artans, I still don't see that with this team. Like, they still need a big, massive tank and a healer. So, like, an Artanis doesn't really fit that role. So that's a bit of a weird ban there. And they're going to ban up a big support, hopefully, a Rhaegar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good pick for bans on Micro's behalf there.
Look, honestly, they're not going to pick the Medivh. There is no way they can do it on Nitrous team. There's no one that can like push forward, be jumpers so they can actually escape them. So you won't see that. You might see something else coming from him. You might see a Valeria. Who knows? They've gone from see again with the Morales nowadays. They don't have anyone to pit their big ulti, so they pick Karmic. But they now have to pick a target, so Delirious has to pay this big target to put the Morales ulti. If they don't really have anyone to put it. They can put on a Claymore if he goes to stun build and just like whack people, but apart from that, they need a big pick, and they pick up the Tyrell, which is a good zoning tank out of all of them, which may help Chromie, like the assist to defend him. But relatively, Claymore's
there we go, Valeria.
It will work. I mean, it depends if Delirious actually goes to the smart build and not go the smoke bomb. Actually go the Cloak of Shadows. Because you've got a Chromium on the team, so you have to go Cloak of Shadows so you can escape.
Thing is, Chromie will probably take the Vision for her first skill, just to counter Valeria, which means his damage overall it's going to be 100 damage less on each shot.
That's not necessarily true. Like, generally, Valeria is quite good against Chromies. Like, they hit their 10 and Chromies die. No way around that ulti.
That's why I would want the Vision.
Yeah, but generally, the smart Valerias actually stay normal and they charge, and so you usually have to tag them first. And usually they'll jump, invis, then do the combo. So generally the invis are not broken.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yep.
So if he's a smart player, they should be fine. But if he isn't, well, bad luck. It's honestly going to depend on who gets more pickoffs. Like you've got a Stitches and Murder. You've got two people that are great at picking off people. If they pick those people off really quickly, they should be fine. Whereas when you look at Jarabot's team, they're like much more sustained damage team. You've got a little bit burst coming from Nitrous W, but apart from that, I mean, he's gone glow. Ooh. Yeah, so the Chromie's gone the QB up. So.
Oh. Yep, he's not afraid of that Valera at all. Valera
So
should be abandoning middle right now and heading down bot to get that Sylvanas.
And down bots. Yeah, just don't slow push. Look, honestly, this
Marco's
is a
just
fight
free
that's
killing that
going
tower.
well for red team because apart from losing bottom tower, which is bad, actually no, it's getting worse. They need to get that one person down. Split to 3. You don't need. Raynor should be moving down bottom. Because you want that Valeri to be the rotating one. If you have Valeri in that lane, it's lost its potential.
Valeri just took half her damage to the towers. Really unnecessary damage taking.
I think it's just more to push out and make Mu use a shrine. Like here we go, we've got the Venner that's already used all his mana in lane. Like he's just wasting it on the bike at the moment. That's a bad move. He should be trying to conserve it. Delirious needs to actually ask for a swap of lane now because he's not going to last against the Sylvanas. They pick up Jarabata in the middle. Yeah. Again, Vener's just sort of wasting his mana. There's no point to be healing Blake right now. Small things count. I mean, Delirious should be backing. Well, he's going to probably save a bit longer. Up at the top, Meridian should be doing fine against Tychus, assuming she doesn't go too aggressive.
Oh,
and
that
then
hook.
just stun hook there. So Delirious is not heading back, he's just wasting time on the site there. Nitro's going to try and go for a kill here. No, he's just changed his mind. But generally, like, you have all these lanes, you should be trying to roam 2 people around to try and get pickoffs. Like, you have the Stitches, you need to get those hooks from nowhere. Like, if you go down and put the Stitches down there against the Sylvanas, that's fine, it's me freaking out. Honestly, this defending mid nicely, not much damage from towers, either side. Again, tool the Chromie thing closer to that Venner. Again, finally Delirious is heading back now, which is going to take him about 20 seconds to get back to that tribute, which is a horrible time. Well, and cancel it for 5 seconds. This should be an easy blue team. They should move quick. They have the manpower at the moment over it. They should be putting some plays in front of them while the Jarabug should be able to pick up. And then they're sort of leaving, which has given Red a lot of time to actually come back into this game. Blake getting the wrong hook at the wrong time. Relatively, they should be able to get BFG. Oh, they got Delirious coming in the back line.
They've got Nitro there.
Good dodge, keep going. He's gonna keep walking out, he's just gonna bait them out. They should get it with Venner. There we go. Grabs it back. BFG should be fine. He can chuck a sword if he needs to. And that should be. Oh no, Delirious barely gets out. He should be running down south and he's going into vision to die.
Marco just pushing for free again. They gave up a tribute for that, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. They've got a lead 1 level, so they'll be happy. They're 1 talent ahead now. Might give them advantage. I mean, they're not doing. Red's not doing anything mid. If anything, they're helping Nitro pick up stacks on his such abilities.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Now they got Stitches down here. He should be heading up there now. The blue team should have some support, trying to get some kills quickly. They don't see Delirious is coming around back to Nitro. He's silenced, which is a bit odd. What build is he going? He's going into stealth. So it's a bit weird that he's going into silence first off there. Blake doing good defensive, taking him off the...
Yeah, Morales is
Yes.
down though. Red team doesn't have the heal.
Honestly, they're a lot tankier. Delirious is going to be out now. It should be blue. They should give up right now. Claymore's going in, bit weird. Come on, you should just rock out. Just get to your lanes and soak. There should be a sword coming. Oh no, there we go, mid-5. They just need it back when they need to. Just let 2 people die and make sure this back not kept going in. Waste of time giving them a bit more XP. And then Sylvanas has decided, Maria's decided just to go up top and just slowly push this with the thing. Again, you got this one lane down bottom to put Raynor down there, just slowly push it to force a big person to go down there. Just leaving it. Wasted XP for breaking. Stitches should be able to up. No. Could have gone for the Chromie. Though there was script around it.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Delirious is just not doing much. He needs to
No, it's too
get
slow.
a pick off.
He mustn't have played it very much.
No, he needs to get a pick off from the Malfurion. It's going to be coming up or going to the thing right now trying to get me. Well, he doesn't know he's there, but he should be trying to be giving vision majority of the time. That way, he knows the Sylvanas is there, so this could be a pick off. They get a hook. Moose used it aggressively. They should be able to try and go for it. Why is Lyris going to the back? Oh, he's going to go there. It's kind of like they let their tanks go forward into their team, and then their damage
And then they're
dealers are just
separated.
not there for every fight. They just look. The Reynor's not even there to assist them. Delirious is out trying to get a Chromie at the moment. Ooh, let's. Yeah, they're gonna get a couple of pickups now. It's a damage dealer. Raynor comes back to help them.
The healer and the Chromie, that's pretty harsh.
He's gonna probably just skew and just solo take them back.
Wake managing to survive that.
And they'll get a, which is a good start, so. But again, like, you look at those fights and you could say, where was Delirious? He was way far away from his team, which could have actually got an early pickoffs instead of delayed it. And then he got Chromie later. Sitch is just slowly stoking in the mid. You got Tychus going up top. And you got Murray just catch the third camp. Murray should be actually attacking another creep, because the auto attack ones actually go to the closest target, which would have saved her a lot of health.
I grow tired of your
Yes, yeah, she never does that for some reason.
earn my favor.
I don't know if it's a coordination thing or she just doesn't know about it.
Yeah, she's probably forgotten about it every time she's done that. Blue team's got a relatively good position. Red team could pick off.
No, there's no way
No,
Delirious
they
should
don't
be
get a
down
hook.
there losing 3/4 of his health.
And yeah, so now they just don't have the damage dealer. They're going into this. The tanks are dying. And like they're stacking up on there, right there. And slowly, Team Tychus is going to deal his damage. Delirious should be coming. He's finally here. Move in. Bit too late. They grab a tank from it. They should be able to get this blue team. It should be too.
They should be able to pick
Sorry,
off Nitro
pretty
though. Red team's right there. They can... Oh. Nope, Delirious went up there.
Alright, it's. What talent did he go? He's got an extra range, so he hasn't got the defensive run. But he's getting easy pickoffs. Like, red team's still trying to get in here. It's a bit weird. Like, they're down so much damage, they're low. And they're actually gonna get Nitro now. There you go, Blue.
Jaro manages
Grab
to
it.
get the tribute.
Blue should have just stayed together in that fight. They would have got it and they could have walked away without losing Chromie. both teams have spread too much as a major problem.
Yeah, that fight was chaos.
Like, you had Delirious so far away from the team that it's a major damage dealer and just wasn't there. So you're looking at the team. Should be able to get a silence on this. Delirious keeps going, just gives up. If you went a stun, or at least a silencer,
What did he do there?
He did the blink onto her instead. So which gave
Morales is
the
dead,
action
mate.
turn. Alright, well, he's gonna get out. Hopefully not. You got Claymore and BFG fighting each other down below. Claymore is following my build. She's gone the Skullcrack, which is generally a good build, but you've got to just be auto attacking a lot. That's the whole point of the build. And Delirious went the wrong ulti, sadly. Needed to go for the other one. It's gonna hurt her definitely against Chromie later going. You probably see like just getting ulted straight on by it. You've got blue team doing great enough you're in ulti straight into team, and they're being vulnerability. They've controlled this lane. They should be able to push Claymore off it now. And Delirious just walks in like a headless truck.
Like a headless chook.
Here we go. Claymore should be out. They should be micro should be up
Venom is,
right now.
Yep.
And this is a 5-minute one.
Red team dominated.
Like, this is an example of a time that she could have had the other ulti and just unstoppable, just walked out of there fine. Yeah, she's got an assassinate build, which is probably not that great of the area, so she should have gone for around something the silence build, which does a lot more damage. It's gonna be interesting how they're gonna struggle because they've got Gorge, so they can take out someone as well.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Claymore should be able to do a bit of damage to BFG, but he should be able to jump out. Here comes
He's
the
gonna finish her
death
off.
of Claymore. You've got 3 up top, relatively doing nothing, and you've got them pushing you. Like, red team needs to actually act on this. And Morales is coming around the back, which is quite an odd thing to do. She will die for that action. So it's a random pickoff that shouldn't have happened from that
No,
Morales.
yep.
Honestly, they're just gonna push. Generally, this team should be able to get a keep, but they're probably just gonna grab a couple of towers and just back off. Claymore's gonna apply some pressure, but generally shouldn't have jumped in the first place because
They
now
are
she's
they're
wasting
3 levels and a
ulti.
talent up.
Yeah.
They can deal the damage they need to.
So what they should be doing is trying to. Red team should just be hiding and trying to get a pick off just to gain some level. So they might be able to get a hook. No, just orange. Like, they just need to get that one pick off and run back. They can't go for a team fight anymore. There's no way they can deal. There's 2 levels down. 2.5. Wake's doing the good idea of doing some max. They might be able to like hide at the boss because blue team's probably gonna slowly head there. I guess blue team is just gonna slowly bruise them to death. Just relatively just charge at the team. If you see someone, just charge them to death. Just keep going because they can't deal with them. Plus you've got Chromie ulti, which is down now. Delirious not going to do much down there. Should be around middle tower. Grabbing this vision is going to do relatively nothing. Like, generally they just need her in this lane soaking at best. Because the bottom keep has already been done. The team are thinking back and taking this into account. They have the opportunity to. Teams got again the split. You've got Delirious going after Moon, and sadly Boke's just going to die for that mistake. Or he might be able to get out. A sword
Venom
across
Vex went
could
down there.
potentially get them. It's just red team's just a bit of everywhere. Like, they have no coordination. Like, Wake.
That was very keen from BFG. He's going to pay for that.
And then, oh, Wake, that was a bit greedy. Could have potentially died if.
Well, he baited BFG that whole way,
Yeah.
and then hooked him at the last minute.
Claymore's gone a bit interesting, going Burning Rage on Muradin. Like, literally, that does relatively nothing on Muradin. Muradin doesn't deal the damage. Stuns and just being that tanky person in the front and blocking. Bit weird to actually get that one. And the team's going to slowly push. I mean, they haven't really necessarily dealt with Mu this whole game. They just let her push, which is pretty much her ultimate objective. She's relatively not been in many of the fights. Oh, and they got a good hook there. Hopefully he doesn't have his blink to push it further back. They should be able to kill it down. There we go. Good pick off to get it from the team. Good gorge, good stun, good hook.
And a return pick.
So the Delirious
I
should
don't
be able
know
to again.
why
He
he
does it
keeps-
stun. Gone the bat like
Stun or silence.
assassinate build. Just doesn't give his team an opportunity. Like if he's gonna initiate, he needs to do it. If he's going to assassinate build, someone else needs to initiate. The team knows that Delirious is around. They're like slowly spamming spells. They got the Tigers. They could have thrown a grenade. And this is gonna be a free curse to the blue team. So like Delirious just needs to be like hiding around giving vision. It's just not doing any of that. Look, they're doing great zoning, but they're zoning for no one to pick it up, which is a bit weird. Here, Delirious is sort of gonna die, smoke. It's gonna do a quick turnaround, be smart. They know that she's there, and she instantly went in Viz and died. Got a bit of controversy here. The Claymore getting furious with Muradin changes that happening about 4 months ago. Sadly, it was the same with the new Barak. New Barak got a lot of these changes and people weren't happy. Yeah, we got Claymore doing the jump stunning. They should be able to get Nitro for this.
Oh, they didn't manage to get Nitro in that?
Nitro got back and is now going to heal. The team's just not coordinating, not going for the same kills, they're not pushing together. Like, Claymore shouldn't have walked that way. She should have jumped to the right so the team could actually spread differently patterns and actually survived. Now Blake is going to die for that jump. So you got BFG, fighting with Beefy. Again, look at the base. You've got two mercs, not two mercs, you've got two catapults coming in, and there is going to kill him easily with his W in the queue. But this is going to be a long queue. Oh, just missed. A grenade should throw and just finish it off. And misses. Here you go, there's a free kill because, oh, Shadow, they should just chuck like any AoE spells in there generally, and you'll always get. And here's a free kill and it's finished off, blue team. Everyone did that. Oh, there we go. We got silence that finally happened by that. Delirious.
Well, it ended up more one-sided than I thought it would.
Alright, it depended on how they used the picks, and Delirious just didn't do anything all game. Like, she said less damage than Wake.
Shouldn't have gone Valera.
And you went a support that's very soft on damage. Like, she's pure heals, and the healer just didn't heal. Just be honest. Like, you healed the tanks, which were on 90%, wasted 20-30% of your mana doing that. You have a Muradin. You should never heal a Muradin when the Muradin can heal itself with a Morales. It's just a waste. Like, there were just all these small things that add up to not enough mana later on in the fights, and it just wiped. Like, they needed either a big mage to deal the damage for that team, not Delirious on just like trying to sneak up and get a Nitro, and didn't even go stuns. Tychus played a well game, like, didn't die, got a couple pickoffs that delayed the curse. Like, they got the curse in the end routine, but Tychus did pretty well. So I would probably give Tychus MVP for this game. I would like to mention Jarapod as great silencers. Got out of position a couple times, but did pretty well. And they're my two picks. What do you reckon?
I think Jared did do a couple of silences, but I preferred. I much preferred. Oh, Tychus. Who was Tychus?
Tigers and Nofi.
Yeah, he did a good job that game.
Yeah.
Right,
All
let's
in all, a good game.